Happening now, Judge T.S. Ellis was just forced to go under 24/7 federal protection. By Amy Moreno for TruthFeedNews.com. The feisty conservative judge overseeing the Paul Manafort circus trial has now been placed under federal protection. Judge T.S. Ellis said that he has received a number of threats related to the Manafort trial and is now being protected by U.S. Marshals. Likely the threats are coming from more of those loving liberals who are growing more and more frustrated at the smackdowns Mueller's team has been getting in court during the ridiculous trial. From the Daily Caller, Judge T.S. Ellis III revealed in open court that he has received threats relating to his presiding over Paul Manafort's trial for bank and tax fraud at a federal court in Alexandria, Virginia. The judge has since retained the protection of the U.S. Marshals Service. I have the Marshals' protection, Ellis says. I don't even go to the hotel alone. I won't even reveal the name of the hotel. I had no idea this case excited this emotion in the public, he added. Paula Reed here, breaking Manafort judge won't release names of jurors citing safety reasons, says he is under 24/7 U.S. Marshal protection after threats, and said I had no idea this case excited this emotion in the public. Ellis made the comments after a coalition of news organizations, including the Washington Post, the New York Times, the Associated Press, CNN, NBC, Politico, and BuzzFeed, requested the names and addresses of jurors seated for Manafort's case. There is no reason to believe that extraordinary circumstances exist that would justify keeping jurors' names sealed, particularly after they have rendered their verdict, their motion reads. But Ellis disagreed and rejected the motion for fear the jurors would be subject to the same harassment he has received. I don't feel it's right if I release their names, he said. On Friday afternoon, the jury sent a note to the judge indicating that they had not yet reached a verdict and hoped to adjourn for the day. Manafort is on trial for 18 counts of fraud, given the penalties for the charged offenses. The former Trump campaign chairman faces decades in prison, 305 years, not decades, centuries. If convicted at 69, a conviction would effectively be a life sentence. A second criminal trial will follow this autumn in Washington, D.C. for money laundering, conspiracy against the United States, making false statements, and violations of the Foreign Agents Registration Act. Well, as you can see, they're all nuts. And why would all these news outlets want the names and addresses to print so they can find some lunatic to do something? I mean, this is kind of crazy, isn't it? Why would they want the names and addresses of the jurors? I mean, can you imagine you being a juror in a case and they get your info because they want you to go against Manafort with so wait, why do we have judges and juries for if this is the case? And can you imagine the judge has to have 24/7 protection under this? I say call a mistrial and throw the court out of case. How about that? The judge can do that if he wants to. I'm more than sure he can do it. Throw the case out of court. How about that? Give the liberals a run for their money. Oh, but then the judge is going to have to be afraid for his life for throwing the case out of court, you know? I mean, really? Come on now. I mean, this is costing the taxpayers, you know, a hell of a lot, this Mueller circus trial and investigation, hoax investigation. Come on now. Really? In a civilized community, this is what takes place? Come on. This is unheard of. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.